deep in the forest by now, but there are still some signs of civilization.
Like an old abandoned graveyard, long forgotten.
It's a kind of bizarre church. Never seen something like that before.
We almost arrived at the first point of interest. We have basically no clue what's awaiting us.
You sure about this way?
All we could see on the map is a church surrounded by woods and some lonely houses.
As soon as we were reaching the mountains, the car was overheating non-stop, and yesterday we quit this journey. Shall we go in? This place is completely rotten.
Okay, good morning on day 13 of our journey. This time we have good news, but we also have bad news, so good news first. As you can see, we are back on the road. We are in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in the Romanian mountainside. For the last week, we were stuck in the flatlands because of the car's overheating issues. It was at the mechanic's place and he changed a broken water pump. And as it seems, it really helped. We went 100 kilometers north to a bigger Romanian city called Arad. We meet up with someone from our community. Her name is Kitty. She reached out to us via Instagram because she really wanted to show us her home region. So we met her and all her friends. And also we went exploring together. We went to an abandoned fortress that's like from the pre-World War I era. But you also have pretty bad news. But I think I have to hand over to Till. Again, of course, it's something with the car.
Never-ending story.
Yeah.
This mechanic guy, he did a good job, especially regarding the price. But it's still overheating, so as soon as we go up a hill, it kind of loses power and overheats too quickly. He did like an oil exchange, which in general is a good thing, but it's like half a liter or 1 liter too much, which can be a serious problem for the engine if you go long distances. To be honest, I've got no idea where this oil filter is. I just read about it online. It should be somewhere down here. Yeah, so it's a great birthday, Marco, I guess, for you.
Yeah, it's my birthday, but actually I couldn't wish for a better birthday. I mean, we had even cake for breakfast, and I hope later today we will go, if the car's working of course, we will go to a secluded area in the mountains with lots of abandoned places, hopefully, so fingers crossed. But also today is like 42 degrees. I just checked my phone and we got like a warning message from the government. They said don't travel, don't go outside, don't do any extreme activity. And extreme activity means like go hiking and stuff, and that's all we want to do. So let's see. I also have to show you how much water we have left. It's like 1.5 liters. Let's see if we can find some place to refill our water here in the middle of nowhere.
Das ist vielleicht sogar ganz gut, wenn du das kurz filmst, damit ich mich dann erinnere, wie das wieder zusammengeht.
Before we could even think about driving deeper into the mountains, we first had to deal with the extra engine oil. So we improvised. We cut off the windshield washer hose, grabbed a syringe at the nearest pharmacy, and slowly drained the oil, one shot at a time. Fast forward a few hours, and we were finally ready to head into the heart of the Romanian Carpathians. We just had to make sure to give our car regular brakes, so the engine could cool down before it started boiling in liquids.
We almost arrived at the first point of interest. We have basically no clue what's awaiting us. Just the other day I found this spot on the map. It looks like a small settlement or a village. There isn't really a big road or something, and the place looks overgrown on the map at least, so let's see what we find. The first house we found is not abandoned. It's a farmer who lives somewhere in the mountains.
We found a big ditch.
We found a big ditch.
Yeah, we were walking by and we asked ourselves, what is he using this ditch for? And, well, it's just a big bin for empty cans and bottles. And I really mean big.
Do you think this will be buried here later?
Yeah, for sure.
That's how they deal with the trash here in the Balkans.
Yeah, that's how we did actually in Eastern Germany, GDR times. If you are building a house now in Eastern Germany, you can, every time you use a digger, you find stuff like that. Like huge places where people just buried their laundry machine and old bicycles and all that stuff, even oil and stuff. We're deep in the forest by now, but there are still some signs of civilization. So there's this electricity line going through the woods. The source.
Pretty nice trees. You're checking them out, and then up there you discovered a text in the middle of the tree engraved in it. And there's a swastika. It's from 2001. There's another house coming right over there. Now we left the beaten track. We follow these electric wires and hope to reach that settlement.
You sure about this way? Almost there.
Next time we take the road.
Hay staples, freshly cut wood, intact facades.
Yep, that's abandoned.
We don't hear any noises and there's no cars here. It's time to check out one of those. Huge spider webs. Okay, yeah, this was definitely for animals. We're entering the first residential house now. Still the old closer here.
This must be the kitchen. It's locked.
Shit.
When we're out exploring, we cross boundaries, both legally and morally. These places were once homes, and in some cases they still are. Even though some buildings were overgrown and covered in cobwebs, there were signs that others were still in use, at least from time to time. We had no intention of forcing our way into a house that wasn't truly abandoned. So we turned back. After all, we had marked other locations on our map that promised more. Luckily, the way back was easier this time, along roads that had only recently been carved into the landscape by forest workers.
Okay, so another short break because the engine again is pretty hot.
A broken engine in this area of the world would be fucked up. There's nobody here.
Out here, we couldn't rely on the Lada or the GPS, and apparently not even on the road signs. Still, with enough time and patience, we eventually found a way to our next destination.
So we made it to the next point of interest. All we could see on the map is like a church surrounded by woods and some lonely houses close to it. So, same as the last time, we don't know if there are still people living or if the church is used or not. There isn't even any road leading to this place, so just have to hike now for the last stretch. It's pretty old to look. Same here. Hasn't been touched for a long time.
Is there something to see?
Yes, check it out.
Ooh. The roof of the church is already visible.
Graves.
Yeah, for sure.
There are graves in the middle of the wood. Like an old abandoned graveyard. Long forgotten.
What does it say? 1968?
Yes.
Some more graves.
And the church. This grave is completely neglected. It's fenced in and overgrown, and I actually can't even make out the inscriptions on the grave anymore.
Check out those paintings. Checking the windows might be a good idea. It's a kind of bizarre church. Never seen something like that before. All these colorful paintings and
Yeah, it's Roman Orthodox.
seems to be like the private closet of the priest.
Check this out.
Yeah, it's whiskey.
And Pepsi.
A spoon. This is the holy spoon.
Someone needs to explain this. I don't get it.
Life in remote mountain areas often lacks access to electricity, water, and other comforts of urban life. The places we explore in this video were once full of life. Today, they're time capsules. While the younger generation moved away in search of work and opportunity, the elders who remained eventually passed away. Our long day of wandering through Transylvania's forgotten corners was coming to an end. Yet the true highlight of this journey was still ahead, but the road leading to it was far longer and way more unexpected than we could have imagined.
Sun is setting and we decided to set up our camp right next to the church. I mean, there's nobody around here.
I think nobody cares in Romania.
Yeah, and for dinner we will have spaghetti.
Which is good because we had bread for the last 3 days. And so we checked for our supplies. We found a packet of spaghetti, some garlic, onions of course, unopened pesto, and a block of tofu, which is...
I guess it's more than 1.5 weeks old by now.
still fine.
Let's see.
It's still fine. Okay guys, I think I have to sum up the situation of the car really quick. So, last year we wanted to go with the Lada and it had some mechanical issues. I thought the problem is fixed. I've been to a mechanic, he assured me that it should be better by now. It's not. As soon as we were reaching the mountains, the car was overheating non-stop, and yesterday we quit this journey because if we are overheating the engine 5 times a day, it's just gonna be a matter of time until it breaks. And if it breaks in the middle of nowhere here, it's a fucked up situation. We can't go on. It will take ages to replace the engine, not speaking of the costs. And so we were changing plans, and now we're going down to the plain fields of Romania. I know it's a problem and I'm a bit annoyed by it because the car is meant to drive. It's a big advantage that it's a 4-wheel drive. We can easily reach spots like this one, so that's cool. But a 4-wheel drive which can't go up a mountain, it's a bit unlucky.
So it's a week after our last exploration in the mountains and we are back here. Actually, we had to leave the Lada somewhere else and take a rental car to get here. Today we are joined by our Romanian friend Kitty from Arad. We are heading to the big location we were searching for in the mountains. It's a church. We thought it would be like hidden in the forest, in the woods, but as you can see, deforestation started just recently. So let's see what's happened with the church. Maybe it's already demolished. We hope that's the way up. We don't know. There are no roads leading to it, at least not on the map. Oh, that's a steep way up.
For a long time the place we were after was out of reach, hidden deep among the most remote peaks of Transylvania. Only recent forest work had carved new paths leading closer to it. With daylight fading fast, we sent the drone into the air in search of the lost church. And there it was.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? In the middle of nowhere, it's an abandoned church, and there comes a black cat running towards me. What the hell?
The black cat wasn't the only bad omen. Before we could even enter the wooden church, we spotted an animal bone, right at the doorstep.
Kitty said it's from a deer, actually.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Well, it has hoof and there's some fur, but it's black. Could be a pig maybe as well. Shall we go in? This place is completely rotten, I know.
But still it has a house number actually, even though there are no roads here.
And no other houses.
What's there inside?
Traditional clothing.
For the priest.
Yeah.
It's all handmade.
The layout of this place is exactly like the other church we've seen
that's
in
true.
this woods. But these paintings are way older. One of the beds got away.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh!
Flying around us.
I guess we are disturbing their home.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's 1898. 1848, sorry.
What do you mean?
Look, it's this.
When it was built? Ah,
First stone, I guess, or something like that.
It's quite some time ago.
maybe it was even never renovated.
You really have to take care of this. She's like with every turn can fall apart.
Yeah. Oh. 41.
It's on some kind of plate.
Could be the Jesus from South Park, actually.
Well, it looks definitely in another style than the rest. But it's painted on glass.
Nice.
Corpus Christi.
Look at this text. Kitty already said that it's not in Romanian.
What language is it?
Seems like Kirill.
Have you seen the ceiling? It's completely rotten. You were thinking about going up to the clock tower, right? I wouldn't recommend look at this.
There are so many images and I have no idea what they are showing.
Lots of suffering.
This looks like it's for a grave.
1959. To be honest, it seems like this place got looted recently. There's supposed to be more stuff. And maybe this all is kind of connected to this deforestation, I don't know.
Is there a date?
2005.
Yeah.
2005.
This modest wooden church must once have been the center of the world for those who lived here, far from any town or city. For generations, it anchored a small community, until life slowly faded from these valleys, and this house of worship fell silent. Like so many once familiar places across the world, it was eventually forgotten, surrendered to time and weather, only to be found decades later. In a world where satellites have mapped every corner of the Earth, we like to believe there is nothing left to discover. But places like this remind us, discovery should never be about being first. It should be about being the next to listen, and to remember what time tries to erase. After several days of exploring the mountainside, our journey through this region still wasn't over. There was one last place, one that had been on our bucket list since the very beginning of our explorations. And now we had finally made it here. And what we found that day has stayed with us ever since. Next time, in the final episode of our Romania series.
We are finally back, and over the last few months quite a few of you have reached out to us asking what's going on and why it's so quiet on our channel. And to answer one of the questions that came up the most, no, we didn't go to jail. This last year has just been incredibly intense. We spent 3 months filming in Brazil, and afterwards we got involved in other projects that honestly help us pay the rent. Because to be real with you, it's become almost impossible to make a living just from YouTube alone. We barely earn like 100 euros per month from our videos, so we needed to look for other ways to keep things going. But don't worry, we filmed so many stories that we can't wait to share with you. So from now on and throughout the winter, there will be more videos again. And for those who can't wait to see our explorations from this year, our new 2026 urbex calendar is now available in our shop. If you've been following us for a while, you already know it's a yearly tradition. Our best photos printed in high quality in a limited edition and being shipped worldwide. We've also restocked our National Geographic photo book, and our stickers are available in our shop too. So if you want to support our work and help us spend more time creating videos, that's the best way. Another great way is Patreon, so a huge thank you to all of our supporters over there. You've been incredibly patient with us, and we appreciate that so much. You are basically the foundation that keeps this channel and this project going. And to everyone who watches, comments and shares our work, we see you too. Thank you. So get ready for new adventures ahead. Stay curious and keep exploring.